Have you ever noticed how some military veterans seem to keep things that most people would throw away without a second thought? It's not because they like clutter, it's because experience teaches them that small things can become incredibly useful in the right situation. In the military, resources can be limited, conditions unpredictable, and survival often depends on creativity. Over time, many veterans develop the habit of seeing potential where others see trash. Here are 7 everyday items veterans almost never throw away, and the surprisingly smart reasons why. Number 1. Old coffee cans and containers. Most people toss empty cans straight into the recycling bin, but veterans know that a sturdy container is always useful. An old coffee can store nails, screws, batteries, fishing gear, or emergency supplies. It can also become a small tool kit, a waterproof storage container, or even a makeshift cooking pot when camping. To a veteran, it's not an empty can, it's portable storage waiting for a purpose. Number 2. Paracord. Paracord might look like simple rope, but veterans treat it like gold. Originally used in parachutes, paracord is incredibly strong and versatile. Veterans keep leftover pieces because they can be used to tie down gear, repair equipment, hang food away from animals, build shelters, or even create emergency tourniquets. In survival situations, a few feet of paracord can solve dozens of problems. Number 3. Empty plastic bottles. To most people, an empty bottle is trash. To someone with military training, it's a multi-purpose survival tool. Plastic bottles can carry water, store dry food, hold fuel, or even become emergency lanterns by placing a flashlight underneath them. Some veterans even cut them into funnels, scoops, or containers for small parts. It's lightweight, durable, and everywhere, so why throw it away? Number 4. Old T-shirts. Veterans rarely throw away worn-out T-shirts. Why? Because fabric is extremely useful. Old shirts can become cleaning rags, bandages, dust covers, padding, or even improvised filters. In the field, a simple piece of cloth can be used for first aid, repairs, or protection from dust and sun. What looks like an old shirt to most people is actually a pile of useful material. Number 5. Tinfoil. Aluminum foil might seem like a kitchen item, but veterans know it has dozens of survival uses. It can be used for cooking over a fire, reflecting heat toward a shelter, protecting food, or even boosting weak signal reception in emergencies. It's lightweight, compact, and extremely versatile. That's why many veterans keep spare foil in their camping kits, toolboxes, and emergency bags. Number 6. Zip ties. If you ask a veteran about zip ties, they'll probably smile, because zip ties can fix almost anything temporarily. Broken gear, loose cables, torn straps, damaged bags. Zip ties can hold things together quickly and reliably. They're cheap, strong, and take almost no space. That's why many veterans keep handfuls of them in toolkits, vehicles, and backpacks. Number 7. Small metal tins. Those little mint tins or small metal containers might seem useless once empty, but veterans often keep them because they're perfect for compact survival kits. Inside one small tin, you can store matches, a tiny flashlight, fishing hooks, bandages, or fire-starting materials. In survival situations, a small kit like that can make a huge difference, and it all fits in your pocket. In the military, soldiers often have to remember a lot of details: locations, radio frequencies, supply counts, instructions, or coordinates. In stressful environments, relying only on memory isn't always reliable. That's why writing things down becomes a habit. Even a small notebook can become an incredibly useful tool. Veterans often use notebooks to record important information, track tasks, or sketch quick maps when navigating unfamiliar areas. A simple drawing on paper can sometimes explain a route better than a long conversation. Loose pieces of paper also come in handy more often than people think. They can be used to leave notes for teammates, label equipment, mark supplies, or create quick checklists. In emergency situations where phones or digital devices stop working, pen and paper still work perfectly. Another reason veterans keep old notebooks is planning. Many military operations rely heavily on careful planning, and writing things down helps organize thoughts clearly. Whether it's preparing for a mission, managing supplies, or setting priorities, a notebook becomes a place to think and plan without distractions. Some veterans even turn small notebooks into personal logbooks, writing down lessons learned, useful reminders, or daily observations. Over time, these notes can become valuable references. What looks like junk to most people often looks like potential to someone with military experience. Veterans learn early that adaptability is one of the most valuable skills you can have. Keeping simple items isn't about being messy, it's about being prepared, because sometimes the smallest object can solve the biggest problem, and when you've been trained to think that way, you start seeing usefulness everywhere.